Yes, you should absolutely shop around when you're looking for provider for your loved one. There are certain standards, and some of the questions that I would ask would be, one, whether or not they're licensed as a home care agency, whether or not the employee is hired as their employee, or if they're contractors, subcontractors, then they don't have the supervision piece over their employees or contractors. Um, Whether or not they're insured and bonded. And then I would ask a lot of questions around their hiring practices. You know, how do they recruit employees? Um, what's the interview process like? Do they do certain background checks? What kind of background checks? Every agency is a little bit different. You know, some do pre-employment drug testing, others do state background checks, some do national background checks. So it really is very individualized per the agency. I really feel strongly it's important to interview in person a couple of different agencies before you make your choice. You'll be able to tell who has pretty good communication right off. You know, if folks are coming late to appointments, I mean, they're all telltale signs that you really need to keep an eye out for. I think, you know, what I see the most challenging piece for clients with some of the other agencies is where they have rotating staff coming in, so they're not able to build that relationship. The turnover may be really high. It's difficult for clients to have that kind of change all of the time. And then the other piece is the communication. And really, you're really going to find that out through word of mouth. You know, asking your neighbors, talking to friends, trying to find out in that local community who really stands out, because reputation is everything. And you may see a lot of commercials on TV for some, you know, bigger home care agencies, and some of their reputations may be wonderful and others not so much. So it's really important to look past some of the bigger advertising. There's a lot of websites out there where you can look for home care, and you may not see some of the smaller agencies that are out there. It's not because the quality isn't there, but more so that they have to pay a large sum of money to be on these national websites. So it's important to understand that and not take everything at face value, and really meet with different agencies and sit down and ask the questions. The other piece is their cancellation policy. That is something that I've seen come up more and more, where agencies require a lengthy cancellation policy, you know, some up to 30 days, where if you have a change in your life and don't need services or need to take a break from services, you would be required to pay for that full 30 days of whatever schedule you've agreed to. And other agencies like ours are just 24-hour notice. So that's a big difference and something important to investigate.